What was your strangest experience that made you want to believe in the paranormal?
Maybe not so paranormal, but one time I was walking to school early morning and I blinked and was somehow across the street, on the other side a good 5 meters more forward. I still have no explanation for this till this day.
So I work in maintenance for a senior housing property which I did on-call work for. In each apartment they have a pull string attached to a light switch about 5 off the floor that sets off a bell outside and unlocks their front door. This is a safety thing, so if you fall getting out of the shower etc it can alert someone.
Anyways, I got a call that Unit 14 had a call bell going off, so I drove out to the property, walked into the apartment and no one was home.
The switch was pulled down to the on position. I reset it, locked the door and left no freaking clue how it was pulled.
Drive about a mile away, got another call, same issue, same apartment, walked in, switch is pulled down again.
I figure well shit, maybe the switch spring is shot, so I replaced the entire switch, tested, then searched the entire apartment, under every cabinet, the bed, closets, the couch etc, there is not a soul there. I lock the door and leave again. An hour or so later I get a third call, same issue. I go back out, reset it, and that's the end of it, still no one in the unit. Where this gets creepy is I find it the next day the lady that lived there was in the hospital and died that evening, that her pull cord kept getting tripped. I can explain it, it didn't make sense, but it freaked me the hell out. This is 100% true story. This is a wholesome one, so don't worry. Quite a while after my grandpa passed away, I was sitting in his chair, the same chair he passed away in, and I began smelling him. I began crying because I could just feel his presence, and seconds after I began crying, I feel warm, like someone hugging me. Then it just stopped. I was in the kitchen doing homework with my little sister and we just casually looked up to see a girl walk into my room. Without saying anything we both looked at each other and then got up and ran to my big sister's room and started banging on her door. We hit the door so hard that it just kind of fell off its hinges. Then my mom came out screaming at us for breaking the door, and we were both trying to explain what we just saw, but they were too mad to hear us out. We've had a few more instances in that house, but that's the one that scared me the most because unlike those other times I wasn't alone. I don't remember this, but my parents said when I was about 3 or 4 I always used to talk about my Chinese family at night in bed or in the bath, especially one kid my age named Tag. Then one night I was apparently really morose and said there was a fire, then never talked about them again. Now all my life I've dreamt about an old village with Chinese architecture that feels familiar. One time on mushrooms I felt like I saw this village around me, so when I got told about this quite recently it came as quite a surprise. Not stopped thinking about it since.